Okay, we were talking about the acronym for love. And I remember now. The acronym for love is living one vibrational energy. Love being the most powerful energy in the world.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there's always too much of it. Too little of it. Not too much, but too little. And it's just really sad. But my darling husband had some information that he wanted to share about love from earlier. Jump right in.
Love, exciting you.
I was not expecting him to sing.
Climb aboard.
No, I was not expecting.
We're expecting you. The love boat.
My gosh, I was not expecting him to sing.
See, that's the thing about that's part of love. When you have a relationship, okay, you have to do things on that spur, on that whim, to keep your mate laughing. She wasn't expecting that. Guys, shout out to y'all. Y'all gotta know what I'm talking about. You gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. You gotta be here. You gotta do things like this, right? Because if you're sitting there with a beautiful lady by your side, and you looking at the wall like you watching paint dry, she's gonna be gone in the morning. And you'll never see her again. She'll be gone.
Oh no.
Leaving
Well,
on a jet plane. And then you're gonna have to start all over again. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. What's that saying? Love the one you with?
Yes.
Love the one you with. And please, whatever you do not put your hands on her.
Oh, heck
I
no.
will jump through this camera lens and I'll come on the other side of there and I will beat your brains in.
But you know what, sweetie?
If you did that, do not touch her.
It's so terrible. I know we're jumping this subject, but you are talking about abuse. And I know earlier someone must have saw me like smack your leg. Okay? But I wasn't smacking his leg to make him hurt. Okay? If you heard a sound, it was just a sound. It wasn't to hurt my husband. Okay? What I see too often are girls smacking boys in the face. Smacking them on the back of the head.
Ray Rice?
No, he knocked her out.
No, but what led to it? And I think it was dead wrong. Ray Rice was dead wrong.
He was dead
Football
wrong.
player. This guy's got like...
Yeah, he knocks out other guys. You're gonna knock out a girl? I mean, come on.
What, girls?
She doesn't respect you, leave her.
Keep your hands to yourself. That shit works both ways. You don't want guys hitting you, don't hit them.
Yeah, I really can't stand when girls just blatantly just start smacking up a guy. And like we saw an incident where it was a video with some girl. The girl was 5'0", and she is seriously challenging a guy that looked like he was just inches from the top of the
that was the subway
train station. The
incident
train station
in New York.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, is this girl on drugs? Why are you coming out of your face at this guy who is fully clothed, who may have anything in his jackets, and you're gonna try to bully him? He's like 6'5". I mean, how tall are the ceilings of those subways?
And he was a bouncer at a nightclub.
And he's a bouncer.
He was on his way home from a long night, bouncing at a nightclub when this happened. Just to recap you, this happened in New York City. About a month or so ago, and like Beverly
She was bullying him.
She was on the train. It was he was standing up. He was wearing an 8-ball jacket. For those of you who were not up on that, 8-ball jackets was a thing back in the 80s, 90s, you know. But it's out of style. All right, so what?
To her eyes.
Yeah, to her eyes. So she felt that she had to challenge him and make him try to look stupid on the train in front of the people. Here again is an issue of self-projection. When you don't love yourself, you project your feeling of yourself onto other people, okay? And this is what she was clearly doing, all right? She felt a certain kind of way about herself, and she's taking it out on this guy. Mind his own business.
I don't understand. You do not know this person's financial situation. And if this jacket meant something to him, or if he just could only get that jacket, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You do not pick on someone because you think that their style doesn't suit you. Shut your mouth.
But it wasn't about just that, Bev.
She was picking on this guy.
It wasn't about, stop. This was, like I said, this was her diving into him, going hard on him because of the way she felt about herself.
Well, that's what it probably breaks down to. I'm
that's
sure.
What it breaks down
I'm sure.
To. Ask any psychologist, self-projection, and she wouldn't let it go. The guy was trying to do the right thing.
5'0", the guy's 6 something.
She actually hit him.
Yes.
First, and he responded
with 12 inches of hand.
Knocked the living cowboy shit out of her.
Lift her off the ground.
She had an out-of-body experience.
My God.
Knocked the soul out of her.
I don't approve of that. I don't approve of it.
Neither do I.
But girls, I am not comparing this to a Ray Rice situation. Ray Rice was in a relationship with the female he was with. He had a lot of opportunities to say, look, this is not working out. I think that we should part our ways. This particular guy, it's on videotape. She had her little cronies with her, helping her.
They didn't know.
No, encouraging her to pick on this guy. So she felt in her mind they had her back. This guy, okay, trying his very best to ignore her, to say as little as possible to her, because he's trying to go home. He's already dealt with a bunch of knuckleheads like that all day, all night. I just want to go home, go to bed. He walks away to go to probably another car on the train, and she hits him. Are you serious?
Yeah. He was trying to get away from her.
Are you really serious? That's wrong. Period, point blank.
She was serious when she got back from Alpha Centauri, because he knocked her. She was like, you could see her soul leaving the body. That smack just gave her a smack. He came.
Remind me of a Tom and Jerry commercial, Tom and Jerry cartoon.
And she was like, the hand was coming at her slow motion.
That's not funny. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Remember those old boxing clips when those boxers used to get punched and their face
would go in slow motion.
Right. That's what you saw, right?
But see, those are trained.
Then the soul was coming out of her body like.
Stop, Mar.
Then she looked back and said,
Mar.
Oh shit.
Okay, we're gonna leave him alone right now. It was wrong for him to hit her like that, but it was a reaction to her assaulting him. Okay? It was a reaction to her assaulting him. Because a little person like that, she could have had a knife. She could have had a gun. She could have had a bat and struck him from behind.
True.
She did a very cowardly thing. Okay? Now, that is not to be compared with men who abuse women or abuse children, or women who abuse men or abuse children, just because they want to feel powerful and they know them. That is not the same. That type of abuse, when you're in a relationship with someone and you fall in love with them for whatever reason, and this is two people who say they love each other, and you fall in love with them for whatever reason, and they decide that they now have the power over you to abuse you. That is not love.
No, never was.
That is not love. If you can't discuss your problem, then you must learn to dismiss each other from your lives.
That's right.
Discuss or dismiss. When you have children, if you cannot find a way, find some help, find some teaching to help guide you to raise these little human beings to be productive human beings as opposed to scarred human beings or dead human beings or abused, because that's what they are. First they're abused, and thank God if they live. But these people wind up being abusers. So if you can't get help for yourself because you can't stop abusing, then you need to leave that situation and let someone else love them. Let somebody else love them, because you don't know how. Or find someone to love you, because that person doesn't know how. Now, if you have a problem with loving yourself, then you don't need to be in a relationship, period. Find a way to love yourself, and once you love yourself, you will not allow anyone, not anyone, to abuse you. Love yourself first.
Amen.
Love yourself completely. With that, we say
Good night.